from KC24, your local election headquarters, with your host, Alexan Balakian. This is Sunday Morning Matters.
And good Sunday morning to you, and happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, especially mine. It's been another action-packed week, from Governor Newsom looking to trash the diaper tax to a community college trustee facing some hefty campaign fines. But we begin with two dozen local elected officials making a significant impact in our nation's capital this week. Several mayors, city council members, even some CEOs becoming one voice. The delegation, armed with an ambitious agenda, handed over 12 priorities in the Fresno County area that really needs federal support. For several days, they attended what was described as intense meetings with the White House Intergovernmental Affairs staff. It covered everything from transportation to workforce to a training center for firefighters. And we want to welcome in two of the 24 who are part of those intense meetings. We have Parlier Mayor Alma Beltran and the Deputy Director for the Fresno Council of Governments, Robert Phipps. Welcome. First and foremost, Alma, I'll start with you. You guys do this delegation every single year. Did you come out of it feeling very confident about the Fresno County getting what they need to move forward with everything, transportation, forestry, everything that you could imagine, infrastructure?
We feel very positive. For one fact is that when communities come together, especially mayors come together and council, it's very important to be united, so that way they hear us out as one voice. So it was very positive for us, yes.
You know, Mr. Phipps, I want to talk to you about this. Drivers who travel the Fig Garden Loop, and I know this because I live on the Fig Garden Loop, we have been patiently waiting for that Veterans Boulevard. You know, this was one of the big topics there for this delegation.
Absolutely. Number one.
Number one. Tell me where this is going. What's the reality that it'll get done? It's kind of slowing down like the high-speed rail here.
I have heard that. We're trying to jumpstart it. That was a big part of what the trip was about. $25 million grant application, the competitive grant situation. So we're just letting our congressional delegation and the Department of Transportation, all the way up to Secretary Elaine Chao, understand, know what our priorities are and why it's so important that we get that last little piece, because that's all it would take.
And how much is that last little piece?
About $25 million, and we can have it done.
And the federal government, you feel like they're on board with this?
We think that we've got a really good competitive application.
Okay, because These are grants that everybody's competing for.
Right, yeah, the federal government's not doing the formula funds that they used to, and so now it's more of a catch what you can, put your best project forward.
Alma, I know this really doesn't affect Parlier, but it affects everybody in Fresno County, and maybe some workers in Parlier may use it someday, the high-speed rail, but it was not talked about. You shocked by that?
Yes, I am. I'm very shocked, because a lot of people in my community, especially when you want to apply for a job, we're all waiting for the jobs. And so knowing that the speed rail was coming, everybody was hopeful then we could apply for jobs. So now it's at a standstill. So it's just, important for us to get that moving.
And you
forward.
guys were in front of Senator Dianne Feinstein. I know our Congressman Devin Nunes was there, Costa was there, TJ Cox was there. What are they saying about this? Go ahead.
They're not making any promises, of course. What we're talking about primarily is workforce training, as Mayor Beltran suggested. That's kind of our top priority with the One Voice trip, is getting some training, not just for high-speed rail, but for all kinds of transportation, because the one thing we keep hearing about is that Fresno lacks a trained workforce. And so, from clean vehicle mechanics to bus drivers to high-speed rail, we're looking to train folks for the next generation, because we're going to need it.
Mayor Beltran, you were racing here because you were just at the Fresno Airport.
Yes.
This was also part of the delegation, the $115 million upgrade that is going to be a part of the Fresno Airport. You need some help there federally.
Oh, yes.
What are we talking about here?
We need help because we need more actually direct flights. Right now we have to always go and connect flights.
Right.
So that when you don't have the direct flight, and you have to kind of work around whatever's available. It delays the process. That's why I was running late, kind of like today.
Were they receptive to what you guys are saying when it comes to the Fresno Airport? Because, you know, I've heard that Southwest wants to come in, but they want their own hangar. Fresno Airport doesn't want that. There's a lot of politics involved in that. It kind of like seems like we're at a standstill, but the parking garage is going to look nice, right?
Which that's not what we're really hoping, just the parking garage. We want to make sure that commuters, that when we want to commute somewhere, we have the opportunity, just like any other city. We do not want to go to LA. We do not want to go to San Francisco in order for us to get those direct flights.
Mr. Phipps, I want to come to you because the firefighters, you know, preventing wildfires, that was a massive, massive and deadly problem that we had this last year. And, you know, a lot of people that we've been talking to says it could happen again. How much was this a part of the discussion? Because we've heard President Trump argue with Governor Newsom about it.
Absolutely, and we actually attacked that issue on multiple fronts. Everything from a regional fire training facility that would train, you know, from city firefighters all the way up to U.S. Department of Forestry personnel. One facility to train them all. We talked about a forestry corps that would be able to go in and take out the dead trees. Again, you know, there's a lot of work to be done, and we don't necessarily have the people yet to do it or who are trained to do it.
Well, I'll tell you guys, I'm looking at this and I'm hearing you guys, and I know you were in front of our representatives that are right there on the national stage every single day. The discussion out of the days of discussions, out of these intense meetings, did you feel like these are pipe dream conversations, or do you feel like it's going to be reality?
Well, some of them I do feel that they are reality, especially the training facilities. You know, one of the things that was mentioned at the White House was that prison reform was one of the things was brought up because that's one of the our government is looking into prison reform. Well, in order for us to change the prison system, we need to have programs that are available outside of the prison. There's so many prison programs that are in the prison system and education, but once they get outside, what's there for them? So training facilities, the ones that we're advocating for, is one of the main purposes, especially for Parlier. We have a 9% unemployment rate. So.
Well, a lot to talk about. We want to thank you guys for coming in and representing Fresno County. We appreciate this very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Still